Alright, what is going on, my dude? So we are back here today with a very exciting video that I can't wait to make for you guys. Now, if you are watching this video, that means you're probably aware there is a new Carinas challenge called Oh Canada in the game, which I already completed on day one, and let me tell you, I had an absolute blast going through Labyrinth with this all-star team that you're looking at right now. That's the first thing that we're going to be talking about today, is the team that you're going to need for this challenge, alright? So, I'm sure if you're looking for a guide, you already know what it is. You have to do Labyrinth, any path with only 4 stars that have the Canadian tag. This is the team that you're going to run a roll with, and it's all going to be building around Sabertooth, and we're going to break it down step by step, how to ramp Sabertooth up and how to best support this guy, alright? So let's talk about this team and why it works. The most important synergy here is Sasquatch, alright? Look at this synergy right here. Once per fight, throwing special 3 grants 1 persistent charge. This is going to allow Sabertooth to have 30 passive Furies the entire quest once you ramp him up. And of course, this whole video is about how to ramp Sabertooth up, okay? Now, that's the most important synergy, but the rest of the synergies here are also really nice to have, especially this one here with Guardian, which makes the first 3 blocks have 100% chance to be perfect blocks, which will extend the duration of the first 3 parries that you throw in Labyrinth, allowing you to easily get up to that special 3, not even to mention the nice block proficiency as well. You also have some more critical rating here with Old Man Logan, as well as some more attack with Wolverine, and of course a 20% chance for his low kick first medium attack to be unblockable. So a really solid team here for long form content, and even with 4 stars, once you're ramped up, Sabertooth's pretty much getting through Labyrinth of Legends in about 1 revive each fight. Unfortunately, this is Realm of Legends, so just give me 1 second here. Alright, this looks a little bit better, right? So, we went over the team. This is the ideal team that you want to be rocking with, and now we're going to go over what is arguably one of the hardest parts of the entire thing. We're going to try our best here to bank 5 or 6 persistent charges on Sabertooth, okay? So we're not going to know how many we have until we go into the fight, but this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go in, and we're going to pause the fight right away. As you can see, I only got 3 persistent charges here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use that handy dandy restart quest button. It's only going to cost us about 4 energy to try again, and it's really going to be worth it later on in case you do end up messing up and dying before you can get to that special 3 first in the fight and losing a persistent charge. So this is our second attempt. Let's see how many charges we have now. Second time through, we have 4. That's definitely better, but we're going to keep going until we get to 5 or 6. I kept going until I got to 6. Obviously, we're not going to do that right now, but I do recommend you keep going until you see a 5 or a 6 pop up in that persistent charge box. So now that we got that little specific bit out of the way, we have to quickly go over what Sabertooth's abilities are and why he's so good for this and why he needs Sasquatch to do it. Okay, so essentially, the way that Sabertooth works is every 10 hits on his combo meter, he is going to get a Fury buff, okay? Now, he can turn those Fury buffs into passive Furies in one of 2 ways, either dashing back and idling for 1 second, or throwing his special 1, okay? As you can see, converts his temporary Fury buffs into a permanent passive Fury effect. Now, okay, his Fury attacks, his Fury buffs that happen every 10 hits on the combo meter increases attack rating by 261 for 5 seconds. He also has another way to gain a strong Fury buff on the special 3, and that one grants 471 attack for 2 seconds. Now that's not a really long period of time, but we're going to go over how you could possibly take advantage of that more, stronger Fury from the special 3 with this synergy team. We will go over it and we have some video reference as well. But here's the thing. Every 10 hits in the combo meter, you can bank a Fury, but you can only bank 5 per fight. And now usually you start with your persistent charges, and when those persistent charges run out, you go back to 0 Furies. But when you throw your first special 3 in the fight, Sasquatch gives you 1 more persistent charge, so now you can keep those Furies going the entire time, alright? So, I think you get how he works. How about we go into some gameplay now so you can actually see the entire process in action, and we're going to break down the entire sequence from beginning to end. Alright man, so now we're here in Labyrinth. It's time to actually watch some gameplay. Now I'm going to show you the entire sequence from beginning to end, how to ramp up Sabertooth, turn him into an absolute beast so you can get the max out of this dude and just smash your way through the Labyrinth of Legends. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to bank these Furies. As you can see, we just crossed the 10 hit mark, we're going to dash back and idle, and we converted our Fury buff into a passive Fury. Now I'm going to show you how to convert your Fury buffs into the passive Furies by using a special one. Is it self-explanatory? Yes, a little bit, but I'm still going to show it to you, okay? Now, I mentioned to you before that the special 3 Fury is stronger, but also shorter. I also mentioned to you the Guardian Synergy that gives you 3 perfect blocks for the first 3 blocks that you use in any fight, okay? We're going to take advantage of this to make sure we can bank that passive Fury that's stronger from the special 3. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right here. We're going to go for the parry. That's the first block we did in the entire fight here, immediately going for the special 3, okay? Now at this point, right after this animation ends, we're going to be swiping back as fast as we can. Now watch this. Very short Fury, but we have it banked, okay? So, is it 100% necessary to bank only special 3 Furies? No, not at all. But as you're going through and ramping up your Furies, it could be a good idea to, just sneak a couple of those in. If you can get to the special 3 without blocking in the fight against Red Hulk, that way you can take advantage of the perfect block synergy. It could be very helpful, okay? Now, I mentioned to you that Sabertooth can only have up to 30 Furies, right? Well, here's the thing. He can only gain 5 per fight until he gets to 15. But for right now, watch this. We're about to cross 10 on our combo meter, and we're idling, but we still only have 5 Furies. Okay, there has to be a way around that, right? Keep in mind the special 3 has 7 hits, so once we get above 13 hits, or 23 hits, 33 hits, I think you understand, right? It has to have a 3 in it. We're gonna go for the special 3, okay? We're gonna cross 10 hits right here, and watch this. We're gonna pause the game. We have 5 passive Furies, we have 2 active Furies, one of them is the strong special 3 Fury, one of them is the regular Fury. Now we're going to revive, and we're going to go back into the quest, and we're going to have those 2 Fury buffs banked into 7 Furies, okay? Now we're in the next fight. You can gain 5 in this one as well. As you can see, we're not going above 12, but guess what? We're about to repeat the exact same thing. So this second fight here against Red Hulk is the exact same fight as the first one. Bank 5 Furies, special 3, quit out. Bank 5 Furies, special 3, quit out, okay? So we quit out at 12 passive Furies, 2 active Fury buffs. We're going to revive again. What's 12 plus 2? Well, it's 14. So we should have 14 passive Fury buffs as we go in. Now, I said to you, you can only have up to 15, okay? So watch this. I'm not going to be able to bank any more, but we can get around that cap of 15 Furies if we throw the special 3 and continue to ramp Sabertooth up like this. Okay, watch this. We're going to have 15 passive Furies and 2 active Furies, alright? When we go back into the quest now, we are going to have 17 Furies, okay? Watch this as we enter in. Here comes 17 passive Furies, alright? Now, with the Sasquatch Synergy, okay, you can have up to 30 of these passive Furies. So the remaining steps to ramp Sabertooth all the way up to 30 is simply start the fight, get to a special 3, and then quit out. You're going to have to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times and you'll be at 29 passive Furies, and then just end the fight, end another fight with the special 3 as you're going along, okay? So that is how you're going to go about ramping up Sabertooth in Labyrinth of Legends, with, as a 4-star specifically. Now keep in mind, it seems like a lot, but once you're completely ramped up, you're going to be getting through just about every fight in Labyrinth on the way to Maestro in only 1 revive, as long as you don't mess up. And remember, it is so important to throw a special 3 as soon as you get into the fight, as soon as you get it, so you get that persistent charge back on Sabertooth, okay? Now keep in mind, there are some masteries that can help. The extended Fury masteries can help, speed along, help the process, make it a little bit easier for you. I personally did them without that. That's not entirely necessary, but it can help. Another thing that I do want to talk about here is I do want to talk about the path in Labyrinth of Legends. Now keep in mind, there are some shorter paths, but I personally recommend that you go down the easy path. However, once you get to Unstoppable Colossus, instead of going up to Vision, I want you to go to the left and then up to regular Colossus. Sabertooth can get through Colossus in only 3 revives, and that is going to be a lot easier than fighting Spider-Gwen in Labyrinth, okay? So once you do that, you're going to go all the way up to Falcon, Gamora, and then you come to Magic. I personally ranked up my Guardian to rank 5 to fight Magic, but I ended up just having a better time with Sabertooth. I maxed out the Pacify and Petrify masteries, okay? And I tried to only push her above a bar of power when she was stunned, and Sabertooth was taking off about 25% health every single time. Just race your way up to a special 3, bank that special 3 to get the persistent charge, and get her down. Magic is by far the worst fight in this entire thing, but she's not too bad with the ramped up Sabertooth. You're going to be throwing 70k special 2s, 10k medium crits, 7k light crits. Sabertooth is an absolute beast. The rest of these fights he can absolutely do in only 1 revive, all the way up to Maestro, who I believe took me 4 revives. I think I just want to talk about Maestro as well. So once you get to Maestro, Maestro is really not that bad of a fight at all, especially with Sabertooth. What you want to do is you essentially just want to bait out a special 2 from this guy, and the way to do that is just hold your block, let him hit into your block, bait his heavy attack, and push him up to a special 2. And after you throw that first, special 3 to get the persistent charge, you really just want to try and push him to that special 2 with your special attacks consistently, and that's going to be the way to do it. Again, if you want a reference video, you can go onto my channel, go to live streams, and it says "Oh Canada." It's a big picture of Sabertooth. Skip to the end of the stream. That's where the Maestro boss fight is. And yeah, guys, that's really all there is to that fight. So on my, I have the entire thing streamed on YouTube. If you go on my channel, I'll probably link it at the end of this video. The entire thing, it was like 8 revives to ramp up, and then 26 revives, I believe that's what it was, and then 26 revives through Maestro. Not a lot at all. Definitely not too bad, and very, very doable, and very, very simple, okay? Oh, and one more thing before I forget here. There's also a node in Labyrinth where they get more attack the less health that you go in with, so it is really going to be beneficial if you can grind some potions in the Realm of Legends so that you enter the fight with a decent amount of health. It's not going to be 100% necessary to do this, but that's personally what I did, and I had a very, very, very easy time. So that is the guide on how to use Sabertooth in Labyrinth of Legends. I hope this helped you. I'm pretty sure, it's as I tried to make it as clear-cut as possible, break it down while showing everything as simple as possible, and I do hope it helped you guys. As long as you follow the steps that I outlined in this video, use this 4-star team, build around Sabertooth. You don't need suicides for this to work. The passive Furies absolutely put in a lot of work. A lot of people have asked me how to ramp up Sabertooth, and this is just the way to do it. But anyway, my dudes, that's going to be it for this. If you enjoyed it, drop that like, comment what you think about this challenge. Have you finished it yet? Are you excited to do it? Let me know, and hit the subscribe button if this helped you and if you're looking for some more guides in the future. But anyway, my dudes, I'll be seeing you around.